Do you believe in life after Glen, after Glen, after Glen?
I can feel the pain inside myself.
Come on.
There really is no life without Glendo. No.
That's beautiful.
You're welcome.
I like the straight lip. Cause you know, Sonny Hawk like that. You know, she doesn't move. Her mouth doesn't move.
Then I just my teeth show.
She won an Oscar though. I wish she acted more. She was fucking awesome in Moonstruck. Okay. Shall we go?
I just want to talk and share the rest of the show.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
Believe in life after love. Welcome everyone to Walking After Whiskey. I'm Shorty.
And I'm Travis. We're going to break down your latest episode of The Walking Dead tonight.
We're also going to break down some medium shelf whiskey.
Yeah, we always do a bottom, top shelf, medium shelf whiskey. This is definitely down low by the plastic bottles. Jim Beam Vanilla.
This is with the mixers.
This is
actually. It's like
the blue carousel, and then you have like the razzmatazz.
It's with that old ass fucking 12-year-old bottle of triple sec.
Oh, and the Goldschlager, or if you ever see the Gold Schlitz, it's all in the same little rack as this. Margarita mix, sweet and sour.
But
right
to be honest,
bottle.
come on now, we've all tried it, so there's that.
We have tried that.
Mm-hmm. What are we doing? We're on season
11,
episode 7?
6.
6, shit. Broken Promises.
I know. Shorty's motto over life. Here's to the review.
Cheers, everyone. You suck.
Calling you out. So we're gonna start off to this episode. We're gonna do instead of just going linear, we're just gonna do like just what happened in the 3 places we're talking about. The first place we'll talk about is the Commonwealth and Eugene and the group and Ezekiel and Princess and Yumiko and what's happening there.
So they are on dead duty.
Yeah,
we start out on dead duty. So they got punished for breaking into whatever room in that weird train station area to try to set up communications. And so their punishment actually is to clear out spaces for future building for Commonwealth.
Yeah, it's weird. They're talking about expansion. So people like walking around and surveying like it's a job site, and then Eugene, the brother, is killing dead people, and Stephanie's there too because she's also in trouble. She's killing dead people, cleaning the rooms. Him and Eugene. And Princess and Ezekiel. Ezekiel starts to have a problem with his throat
again
because it's dusty in there. There's dead in there. It's not very easy for him to breathe. So.
And it's probably cancer. So there's that.
But beyond his own will, they made him go to the doctor, which was amazing for him.
Yeah, because it seemed like he got the good drugs.
Yeah.
Like he came back.
Good stuff.
He came back
Dilaudid.
happy as fuck.
Delighted to meet you.
Woo! So the big thing that happens in the story arc is first we see some douchebag couple kind of walking by.
Yeah.
With
buying a timeshare.
I don't even know that guy's. I don't even know that guy's name. He's like the car salesman dude. I don't know that guy's name, but anyways, commercial dude. And he's like, "Oh my God, it smells so bad around here." And so that was like the first glimpse, and you knew that was coming back because that was just a weird thing to have happen in the middle of the show.
Yeah.
For one, if you're a couple, why would you even want to? I guess maybe they wanted to go to a park. It seems like there's plenty of park areas to go to, but
for their date,
yes, for their date.
So one thing with that seems very odd. I know they're doing for future expansion, and they're obviously buying a new timeshare as part of the place, but it didn't make a whole lot of sense to me that these people are. I mean. The class. There's a lot about class in this. Since the subway episode, they're really focusing on class and class of people in all the communities. It makes no sense that even if you're fucking rich on the top shelf, you're not gonna walk around with a fucking cardigan on and fucking boat shoes and and a pink zip up sweater. Like you don't. In the zombie apocalypse, no matter how safe you are, you never walk around like that.
Don't you? So I am starting to have a bit of a problem with how pristine and clean everything is because we're how many years into the apocalypse now?
Well, where they are now isn't very pristine. Like there's overgrown with refuge and planes.
But inside Commonwealth proper though, I mean they are like there's lighting, there is pristine furniture, their outfits, like not even like old stuff. Like it's just it all seems like brand new off the fucking shopping mall shelves.
Look at Woodbury. I mean, think about this. So they find people and what they do, right? So they have people that are machinists. We're gonna make machines that make clothes. Like you're a botanist. You're gonna make our food. Like so, that guy was a surgeon, but they found out he's good at making cakes. So they're very good at finding people at what they do and basically leaning on them hard to do their skills, right? So they'll probably go around. They still have guns. They still have bullets. They're probably machinists making bullets and then making weapons for them. So they can overpower anybody that's out there. So they're probably taking the best and brightest from every community out there and making them even better.
So my side note on this is that I feel like, so there's obviously something with Yumiko's brother. So she doesn't want them to know that he's a surgeon. So I feel like they're making such like it's now come up I think 3 times now for him. Like, don't say that I'm a surgeon. So I feel like he's going to be the one that actually like has to fix Ezekiel. Like that's the only thing I can think of that's going to make him find out, or turns out that, oh my God, you're this master surgeon or whatever the case may be. Because I can't figure it out. Like, I don't know.
Well, is he master surgeon?
Yes. It can't be just that he likes to make cakes. There has to be a reason why he does not want them to know.
He tells Yumiko that it wasn't great for everybody, and I didn't like it. So for a surgeon to go through all the years of school to make your parents happy is one thing. To get the job and to not do it well, maybe he wasn't well at it. Maybe he lost a lot of lives. Maybe he lost his job doing it. Maybe he lost his sanity losing people. And maybe in this place, if you lose somebody, like you get lost too. So it could be a lot of weight on his shoulders.
It seems like it because there's obviously something that happens when you screw up. Because even when Yumiko is waiting for the governor to have their appointment, like she's having small chat with her, the secretary or whatever she was. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, the secretary gets a call. And I get that there was a reason why she canceled the appointment, but the demeanor was like so, So
it could be big risk, big reward. And maybe, like I said, maybe when you mess up, like there's dire consequences to pay.
You got to go clean the dead out, apparently. But
maybe,
I don't know.
So he's obviously afraid to fail doing it. Maybe he's lost people doing it. His confidence isn't there. And he doesn't want to do it. And I think maybe because there's some kind of stipulation that comes with not being well at doing that type of thing.
All right, cool. So at the end of this, though, the big thing that happens is this is when you guys don't have cameras in Commonwealth. But so this dumb ass couple is making out in the middle of whatever, the zombie apocalypse, which is great, fine. Get a room, but whatever. And Stephanie and Eugene actually save them. The zombies are coming up, saves them. Of course, douchebag can't figure it out. And then a couple things happen. So Stephanie actually saves his stupid ass girlfriend, gets blood on her. Stupid douchebag calls her a bitch, and then that's when. This is when you got to kind of love Eugene a little bit. So he loses it, but that was all kind of like you saw it happening. Right. As soon as they went to save them, I was like, oh shit, Eugene's about to get in trouble. Like you just felt it.
They probably, the saddest thing was he probably shouldn't have saved him. He probably should have let him get eaten up because that couple thought they had like security detail. Like they're like, we have security guards for that were nowhere around when it happened.
He was in a no-win though because it would have been like, oh, you didn't save them. So I feel like he was kind of in a no-win. So I mean,
they're cleaning dead people out, and they all just turn it back around and go somewhere else. I mean, literally, you're right.
Or did the commercial dude know that this was going to happen and kind of stage the whole thing?
Yeah, so the kids would die.
Because obviously, that dude smelled like you walk into the room and you smell douchebag. So there's that.
Rolling in it.
All right, so let's now cut to our second story, which is going to be Leah and Daryl. So this is kind of a quick one.
Yep.
And pretty much the only thing that I felt about this was it kind of shows that Daryl was able to kind of prove a couple more things, like he was on the side of, what are they again? The Pope people? Reapers. That he's kind of on their side, with doing his tracking thing and all that kind of stuff. At no way does Leah not know that he does not want to kill this person. Right. And then it also shows that she still has a heart. So she was not able to kill the mother of the little boy and her husband.
Yeah, Daryl's doing recon for sure. There's nothing that
he's trying.
Daryl. He's definitely
like
getting everything he can.
Looking in that room, like the weapons area or whatever that was.
Well, he's doing recon on Leah to see if she's actually still a person, right? I mean, obviously, Daryl was in love with this girl. Like, he lived with her. He wanted to have his whole life with her. He went back to find her, and she was gone. So she kind of like, when he finally found himself, like, I'm done with this community. I will just come back to Leah. She wasn't there. And it wasn't like she wasn't there. Like, he wasn't there when she needed him. So Daryl has he wants to bring her to Alexandria to her in the fold of his group, but he has to find out if this girl has a heart left.
Do you think, Daryl, I'm sorry to bring this up, but so Daryl left, but he left her a note. So do you think that maybe Pope's people found that? And because she seemed like she didn't know about it.
Well, when he went back, did he find his own note?
I don't remember.
I don't remember if he did. And that was time when I was like, if he finds his own note, then he'll know that she never came back for him.
Carol found it or something on the floorboard.
So gotcha. So she never. It seems like she never saw it, right?
Right,
So okay.
Or somebody
I
back
just
there.
had to check that. Okay. So that was kind of the end of that, except for at the very end, before we depart with that scenario. Daryl says, "I need to tell you something." So what do you suppose Daryl was gonna say?
I think he was going to say that he doesn't think that this group is
Do
right.
you believe?
Or straight lip, straight lip.
And then he's something. Do you believe in life after love? Right? Is that it?
You fucking nailed
No, I
it.
didn't
You
know
fucking
that.
nailed
I did
it.
way better before.
There are home runs in our grand slams. That was a
Anyways,
grand slam.
So sorry, Cher, because I know you watch the show. Of course she does.
We love you,
She's
Cher.
she's our #1 fan.
And she won an Oscar, so it doesn't matter. She watches whatever she wants to.
So I was curious as to what you thought maybe Daryl was gonna tell her.
I think he was gonna tell her like I don't think people are right for you. And I think I have a group that would take us in better. I think he was ready to tell like.
I don't think it's so stupid though. It's too soon. Too soon, Daryl. Too soon. He saw the heart, so he's gonna crack.
Well,
then
he hears her bring up the gas in the room. Like I mean, Pope put her through a lot bringing Daryl in. You know, and now she's being tested. Now she's showing she doesn't have that killer instinct that she shows Pope that she has. She doesn't.
But she really wants Daryl to be in this group. She's actually willing to give Daryl all of the credit. She's actually willing to lie about what happened to this family and then actually give Daryl all the credit.
But what's even worse is by giving Daryl all the credit takes everything from her.
Well, here you know what's going to
Right.
happen, though. You know that she's going to tell Pope that Daryl killed them all, and then you know they're going to kill this dude in the woods. The rest of the Reapers are going to find him.
What's
Something's
going
gonna
to happen is that they're going to say that Leah's a fucking. They're going to think that Leah is a liability. They're going to go to kill her, and they're going to see if Daryl fucking is going to lay his life down for Leah. I think that's what's going to happen. I think that Leah has basically ran her dude in this group. I think they're going to try and kill her, and that's when Daryl has to bring his true colors out. But hopefully, the whole thing that's coming up with Maggie Negan stops all
I think
that.
what he was going to tell her was, oh, by the way, I'm kind of been in love with Carol this entire time, and there's somebody else too, Connie.
Yeah,
That's
Connie.
what
Yeah.
Are you willing to be my third woman?
It's Christmas time. You have Daryl on a Carol, and you have Connie coming back, and you have this love square is going to be awesome.
I started to make this calendar.
Yeah, there's enough Daryl to go around, I believe. There's enough dirty Daryl to go around.
It's Sister Dead Wives.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So the very last arc is, gosh, I already forgot. We've been talking for so long. Is the kind of the coolest one, I think, is the Maggie Negan saga.
The sexual tension between Negan and then the wife of the woman whose head he beat in.
You know, if it happens, I swear to God, I'm not even going to be mad at the show. I'm going to be mad at you.
Brown
'Cause
chicken,
you
brown
brought it up
cow,
so
brown
much
chicken,
times,
brown
it's going to
cow.
make me mad.
Your boy's never wrong. He's not wrong about the show. He's
So
not.
I do have to say, though, that finally, you can't help but be a little more endearing, or that Negan's come more endearing to me anyways. This episode, though, I actually really liked him. I thought that his more fun personality was back. Like, he was joking, but it wasn't intentional. I think, we mentioned, like, he had heart in the show, even though he was still kind of being jokey and still kind of putting digs in. It wasn't anything malicious. It was just like, this is me, this is how I roll.
Well, think about it. So we know Negan's backstory, right? He did have a wife at one time. He wanted kids at one time. He was a coach. He was a gym teacher, right? The guy is all about motivation. He motivated a whole group of saviors to rally around him, right? The guy is all about motivation and point systems and getting people to. Boy, that's
motivation.
How high school is that? A point system, to make yourself get points to get better food or to get a better place to sleep at night. Like, he's all about rewarding people, right? And all about we all fail together and let's try it again and how to uplift a team when they're not doing right. And so Negan can be like, oh, you're fucking this up. He's like, no, Maggie almost got it. You did okay. Like,
that was actually really cute.
Right?
It was very, very cute. So the big part of this was Negan's like, hey, I still have my Whispers mask. Let's make this happen.
Yeah.
But it was a brilliant idea.
Sentimental reasons.
It's gonna work. Like, it's kind of a brilliant story. Yeah, you know
Well, if
much
Maggie wears her mask and they bang again.
You know how much banging I've done in this movie?
I know,
In this
right?
mask, right? Like,
Like, I've had sex this decade. How about you, Maggie?
what do you think I used to clean up later?
Well, think. You know, if Maggie puts a mask on, it's not like she really slept with Negan because they're both wearing masks, right? We've seen Revenge of the Nerds. We know what happens in the Moon Jump House. Like, you know.
Is that like a condom in the zombie apocalypse? Like you
A
just
mask,
cut
a dead
somebody
mask.
else. You just cut somebody else's force.
Didn't happen. Just didn't happen. Didn't happen.
You just take somebody else's penile skin and put it over your own for your zombie condom.
Well, yeah, I hear that your eyelid skin the same thing as your foreskin skin. So don't blink.
Your foreskin skin.
This is what I hear. I hear the weirdest things sometimes. Just saying.
Yeah, you do. I
And
hear
they
the
repeat
weirdest,
them. The
I hear
repeating
the
is the
weirdest
problem.
things that usually come out of your mouth.
It's the repeating that's the problem. You hear these things and you just push them back out. No, they come out this way. Hey, guess what's a real thing?
God. Where the hell were we?
So Negan's motivating
Jesus.
Maggie to do better at hurting zombies.
Right.
And so
right.
she tells Negan, okay, we need 4 masks to start, but it can't be anybody I know. And Negan's like, everyone here dead is people you know. Like, these are all murdered people. But he's like, you know what? It's okay. If you're gonna be on my plan, I'll go find some fucking people that you don't know. So he comes back and they start getting people after people. And you see groups of 5 to 10 to 15 at the end. There's like 50 zombies behind them.
So how long do you think it was? Because what was the building that had the mass amount of zombies? Like, where did that come from?
The building that had the mass amount of zombies.
Yeah. They were getting
First
their
of all,
horde
they're-
going.
right.
They go to the one building, they rip out the boards, and then more zombies come out. So
Yes.
where did they come from? Had he just been hoarding them the whole day? Like, is this a couple days? That's what I didn't understand.
Yeah, so I would think that they would definitely have to be in a building to cover. Like, you think so we see Alpha had all of her zombies in a canyon for the longest time, right?
Right,
But after
right.
that, she had them in a cave because they're very loud, they make a lot of noise, and at some point they're not manageable. So having them in a house, it was like, yeah, they're just like college kids.
Damn unmanageable zombies.
They just trip in the walls. They shit everywhere. They're just animals. They're just fucking animals, right? So you can imagine. And plus, there are patrols of the Reapers going around. So if they see a bunch of zombies, they're gonna go kill them, right? So they have to put them away, hide them, right? So I think in a house just makes the best sense. You go on one door, go out the other, lock them both in. So that's probably exactly what they were doing.
So you think that Negan just knew that they were there from previous?
No,
Whisper?
I think that they were hoarding them where they had them, and then put
Gotcha.
them and brought them in the house
Okay, cool.
to keep them out of visual sight.
Right. All right. So
Shit everywhere. Fuck.
graffiti stinks like gym socks.
Fucking bastards.
So the very cool thing is, so now they're leading this massive horde.
Yeah, good.
To go get the Reapers. So like it was cool. I'm actually very much looking forward to this mid-season part 1 finale.
Yeah. It's coming up.
So it should be really cool. I'm
Yeah,
excited
definitely.
about it.
I'm glad that they're showing they can learn. They're taking tools that Negan has learned, and I think that Maggie is now. I think that she hasn't said it yet, but she is like, oh my God, I had no fucking plan to fight these people, and now there's actually something that is pretty solid here. And she's like, she probably, she'll probably definitely have her eyes open when they have sex. Is what I think is going to happen. I think it won't be like a whole doggy like you're a dick thing. I think it'll be definitely like they'll be mutual.
Sometimes I don't even know why you talk. So just on that note, the very great closing line that Negan, so the very last part of the conversation between Negan and Maggie was she very poignantly asks him
Not to pull out.
well, you don't have to if you're gonna have some other dude's penis on you.
No, nope, you don't. Don't think maybe.
What the hell is going on?
Shorty, you're the anchor. Keep going.
So basically, Maggie, they have the conversation. Like basically, it's like cut and dry. She brings up Glenn's situation. They bring up all the people that Maggie's camp is killed. Mm-hmm. They bring up all the people that Negan's camp is killed.
Gracie, yeah, everybody.
It was good, and you actually saw Maggie coming around. And then Negan being Negan and being very honest. The one thing that he said is I don't ever lie, which is very true. He's a dick,
Straight
but he's
shooter.
never lied about it, right? So I think that's the broken promises part, right? It's the whole thing that you think Maggie's gonna lie to him, but Negan's never lied. So I think that's kind of where the name of the show came from.
Maggie wasn't there when Glenn and the group and Rick killed those 50 people from the outhouse, from the outpost, right?
But she was there
She
when
was.
Negan hit her husband in the head with the bat.
So she wasn't there. So Negan told her flat blank that they killed people that they didn't know in their sleep. Like they kidnapped a child that Andrew's raising around. He's like, I knew about Gracie. Where do you think they got Gracie from? He's like, I had to tell 50 families of people why their friend is dead right now and why I'm not killing all of you right now. Do you know how hard I had to go to these people? They had friends, they had families, and they had uncles and cousins, just like you people did. And I only was going to kill one of your people after the 50 you killed of mine. And they weren't going to have it from me, but I told them this is the process.
It was a very good conversation. It absolutely had to be addressed because it's the elephant in the room, for sure.
Which I've always brought forever, you know?
But then Negan being Negan again. So Maggie says, like, well, would you do anything different? And he's like, yeah, I'd kill all you motherfuckers. Like, I mean, it would.
Flat out.
And he would have. Like, you get that. You get that his big mistake was that he did, in order for his camp to survive, he should have taken them all out. So that, I mean, that was his downfall in the end.
And I think Maggie will process it that way too, because, you know, as much as she thinks he's a piece of shit, he's not gonna fucking lie to her. He's been totally honest with her. Like how would have been like, Maggie, you know what, you're right, you people were great. You killed my 50 people, I wish you would have walked away. Like she would have fucking been like, that piece of shit is lying to me. He's like, no, he's like, I'd have killed every fucking one of you. And he's like, because that's how we have to be truthful. It's not gonna work unless we're truthful. And Maggie, I think as bitter truth as this comes to her, and this as ice pick, I think she kind of always harbored this, and now it's like, you know what? She might kill him later on. That might be a broken promise, but she's at least like, you know what? I can trust him to be him, and I can trust him that he's always going to be truthful. And who he is now, I think, is not who the fuck he used to be. And I think that was because he told her, like, people change. I think that she believes that now.
Well, I think, though, the broken promises, like I said, it comes from not only, like, do we have to now guess if Maggie's going to break her promise that, you know, she's not going to kill Negan in the middle of his sleep. But she also still she still doesn't trust him. So I'm sure she still thinks that at some point Negan is going to try to double cross her as well. So him being brutal on with her, it may not help. Who knows? I don't know. Because the one thing too is you still got Glenn Jr. back in the picture at some point in time, and she's told him all about the horrors about Negan. So
I don't think so.
I think they already addressed that actually.
I don't think so.
Anyways, I don't know anyone.
Good review.
Yep. It's a good show. Looking forward to next week's show.
That's so good. Get to our whiskey review.
It's very sweet.
Welcome everyone to Walking After Whiskey. Welcome back. We're here at our whiskey, and I'm Shorty too. We're here to do a whiskey review, but also give a little plug to Junction Brewery and Grill. We're here at 110 West Marin Canyon Road, Marin Canyon, California, 9503. We're here having a great time. Tonight we had buffalo wings and some pork belly.
No, we did not have buffalo wings. We had the
buffalo
strips.
Tenders. Yeah, the strips.
Delicious.
Double tossed, fucking amazing.
They were actually very delicious.
You gotta kind of give it to them sometimes. Like if the things in the menu don't work out right, they will work with you. They will change things up for you. Like I got Loco here last Sunday for breakfast for football, and
I kind of hate you.
I didn't want rice because I just worked out. So put over broccoli for me. It was fucking amazing.
Oh,
it was
you know what I've never had? Their
Mocha
Mocha Loco over anything. Just saying.
It's probably I've been to Hawaii before, and it's actually better mocha than Hawaii.
That's some fighting words right there.
And I think that Shorty's probably really jelly right now.
Rainbow Drive-In, I'm just
like
saying.
nasty bitter blackberry jelly right now. That was so good.
I am bitter.
When I was done, I just drank it like put them on my body like flash dance or whatever.
What a feeling.
I'm actually wearing the right sweater for this review.
Yeah, you are. No, you gotta pull your
the shoulder out? Fuck, if I have shoulders for it now. I actually have shoulders for it now. I do have them, but I won't.
All right, we are supposed to be reviewing whiskey. What the hell just happened there?
So as Troy said earlier, there's a bottom, medium shelf, or top shelf whiskey. This is definitely on the top of the bottom shelf. If you want,
it's definitely case cut at the end of the aisle during Christmas time.
If you want to find a case cut with 2 free glasses and a fucking, if you want to find this, it's usually behind the sweet and sour or the blue carousel. It's just right there for you. If there's gold slits, just move it around and you'll see it back there.
That just sounds dirty. No, you'll find it next to all of the rest of the Jim Beam stuff.
30% alcohol, which means you can pretty much put a nipple on it and fucking just drink it all fucking night because it's just sugar water. Like, I mean, I could like drink this on top of better whiskey and it'll just be.
You can drink that. You can have this be your chaser for a better whiskey.
Yeah, this is a good whiskey chaser.
Actually, you know what this would be really good in is like root beer.
Oh yeah,
Oh
I'll
my
be like a
gosh,
mug
like
root
a
beer,
root beer
fucking
float?
dumb. Things are flavored like this. It's because they're trying to hide the taste of the whiskey, pretty much, or just trying to get you on there mixing these grape.
It is part of all of that whole flavor. It's part of every liqueur adding flavor. I mean, you go down the liquor aisle now, and if you have a bottle of vodka, it's got 27 different flavors. If you go to rum, it's got like 7 different flavors. So it's just part of, you know.
And it was only like $12 too. So if you had, it's like,
you have a cheap date.
So the 30 pack of root beer probably costs more than the whiskey, which is pretty fucking crazy. But literally, you can have like 10 shots of this and drive your car no problem.
Stop! Don't say that.
Not if you're her size. If you're man size, like me, like a man.
Don't do that. We do not
10,
condone
11,
that at all.
Baker's dozen, 13.
Oh
Gotcha.
my gosh, you're terrible.
We're not making money yet, so here's
We're
your drinking and driving. Just joking. We love Mad, even though the person who the spokesman for Mad, woman whose child died in a car accident, was actually caught driving drunk as well.
Oh, that's not good. Why are we talking about this?
Because hypocrites are our favorite people on this show.
Don't drink and drive. It's terrible.
Yeah, don't drink and do anything besides drink and sit somewhere and drink and talk shit. Why
Like
go
what
anywhere?
we do.
Yeah, why go anywhere? Just talk shit to your friends and get drunk.
Exactly.
And you get Uber. Uber's what's up.
Uber, Lyft.
Yeah, and my last Lyft driver, I've been drinking in the back of the car, which is awesome.
Why are you telling people this?
I wasn't fucking driving, neither was he. What the fuck?
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
Well, good review.
What?
Good
Good review. Your Lyft driver's getting fired. That's fantastic.
Don't check my account.
Why are you
Cheers.
not drinking this?
I drank like 4 of them. I gotta stop. I gotta drive later because I'm a responsible human being with kids in the car. Hey guys, hey. Just joking. They're not there.
They're in the van.
They're in the car over there.
In the trunk.
Jesus.
It's strapped down.
Cheers, everybody.
They have a blanket. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
It's cold these days. They got a blanket.
The worst. Bye guys.
Yeah, they're worse. Bye, everyone.